what has been Kolade's stance on all this issue going on in Nigeria?
Well, I have not discussed with Kolade, and I think the little he can do, every paraphernalia of government has its responsibility. What we are discussing here is not necessarily the implementing part, is not Kolade's responsibility. What Kolade undertakes in Elijah and SLD is enough for him to enjoy the magnanimous and tremendous support he keeps enjoying as against my party, the All Progressive Congress, in that ambience. And I think if there's anybody in the APC who has been trying, since he came on board, to try within the limitations of his office to do his best to be Chief Sam Irejua, the chairman of the Ondo State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, would have said that he has gone around, he has been raising projects that have been dead, he has been connecting with the people, he has been meeting with them with the Ministry of Niger Delta, and getting them to come out and undertake certain projects that have been abandoned. Unfortunately, he does not have the gargantuan resources like his predecessors, to which he could have prosecuted sea incursion and erosion and a host of gargantuan challenges that are confronting his mandate areas. And I do think that those two gentlemen, because Kolade can only continue complaining and laying miasma to the National Assembly and to the world at large, which he has been doing effectively well, while Chief Irejua, like I said, here has an implementing capacity. And I think if you compare Chief Irejua to his immediate past predecessor, it's like trying to compare heaven with something called earth. The gap is too wide. If only his immediate predecessor, who unfortunately is now the Ondo State representative on the board of the NDDC, had done at least half of what Irejua had done, would probably not be in this situation. So there are changes coming up. There are changes coming up. Hopefully, if an explanation of the resources is explained and it is released and it is engaged to tackle most of the projects in the mandate areas, I can assure you, you will find out that the people, if at all, the only candidate of the APC that may not be affected by all this negative news coming out, probably be Ashwaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because even his track record speaks from Lagos State into Ondo State.
Thank you. Yeah, you have just mentioned APC, and let us go to the national level, Nigeria as in general. They have been saying that Buhari is not performing, But with this bubble burst from Wike, we just saw that Buhari paid accrued funds from 1999. The money that Obasanjo refused to pay, the money that Jonathan himself refused to pay, Buhari was paying this monies to all these states. So are we to blame Buhari now, or to blame the governors in all these states that received this money and refuse to develop the states? Because most of these states, even despite collecting all these monies, they were still owing salaries. We saw that even local government collected their own share from NMPC, whatever, extra money to local government. Like Ondo State now collected 3.5 billion. But we all know that this money did not get to the local government. This money stopped on the desk of the governors. So are we to blame the handlers of Buhari's media to have not been projecting him well to the society? So what is your take on this?
Well, there is this way that he who pays the piper dictates it to you. You can only speak as much as your boss wants you to later. Government is not about just blabbing. Like our candidate said, that most of this is not just like, it's not a blabber. Right? Blah, blah, blah. People just come here, blah, 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 blah. No. You must, even when you throw a news outside, you must want to know what it will affect. He had confidence and belief that all governments would do what was essential. He was not elected. to preside over a state. People confuse this. He was elected to preside over Nigeria, working in consonance with all the peoples of Nigeria. The governors themselves have local government chairman also contain. Now, somebody like Wiki see commissioning every day. And when he commissions, they bring various kind of people across party lines.
Yeah.
And then when people saw that he was fighting Atiku Abubakar, who is worth fighting in all ramifications anyway. You understand me?
Yeah.
Okay. I've been using his funds. And the question arose, what are the other governors doing with that? There are governments who probably don't generate as much oil before as River State, Akwa Ibom Delta, and all of a sudden they have not said a word about what has been said to have been collected by them. Because if they also are taking charge of what they have been doing, they probably have also taken off the pressure from Ondo State. Because Delta states are our neighbor. We have lost oil wells to them too. This is second oil wells. And it must come from something. If Delta had constructed its own part of the East-West Road joining River State, they would have put the pressure on Ondo State and say, okay, what are you doing with yours? Look at what we lost with Dangote settling in Ondo State. If we had had it here, it would probably enabled an opening of the road and then a disencumbering of the Apapa Oshodi expressway up to Apapa. Because as it stands today, I don't know how people access Apapa in Lagos State through the Apapa Oshodi expressway. So all these things are interconnected, and nobody is in his right mind who will think that President Buhari has not done his own bit. Of recent, I even want to commend him more. When he on the advice of the Central Bank of Nigeria, he agreed that the Naira should be redesigned. Once this policy was made public, we started seeing money emanating from Sokaway pits. Many of the empty houses in Abuja and across Nigeria started coming out with. And there are people who have nowhere to live. There is flood warning people, there is no food to eat. And human beings kept money under the Sokaway, getting rotting and everything. And you see money of defunct banks, Shoni banks, other bank, etc., and they are there. And because of this, the money started coming now. Here they went ahead and said, look, this is a policy. We didn't ask you to go ahead money. If guys explain how that money got there, there won't be a problem. You get me? So as it stands, it's only the wicked that we want to say General Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR, has not done excellently well. For all he has been doing, like I said, when they say I consider this intelligible, look, you have to have neighborly relations. The agitation against banditry, etc. And then you have governors just a few months left in office. Nigeria needs somebody with initiative and discipline take over from him. And if, like it is said, we are human, we have our imperfections, but our seriousness will be shown by our activities and our works, because our faith works through works. And then who takes over from him? And if you look at the array of people who are parading themselves to take over from him, of course, you will know that as far as I'm concerned, before people charge me about being tribalist, one stands out clearly from the rest.
One stands out clearly from the rest.
We have had the opportunity of trying Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. General Olusegun Obasanjo gave him the mandate to handle the economic sector of Nigeria, all our ailing industries and everything. He wanted a situation, he has noted that you cannot worship God. But all our industrial centers, when you and I were growing up, we knew what Oshodi and that's what it stood for.
Yeah, for
All
textile. Yeah, for textile.
All the warehouses are now churches. The churches don't pay tax. They collect revenue. They take money out of the system. You don't put back. They forcefully put back in front of their universities and all their guest houses, and then this may pay tax. But how affordable is it again to the vast majority of the people who contribute in there? So these are the challenges that confront the Nigerian people, just a few of them. And what did Alhaji Atiku Abubakar do with it? You of course know all the crises, all the wishes, down to Halliburton, down to how acquisitions abound, as to selling on cheap just to acquire it himself, raising monopolies as against trying to extinguish monopoly, almost becoming a national monopoly and a global representative of monopoly within the local context of Nigeria. We look at Peter Obi. We have seen his track record. With due respect to him, he does not seem to have the capacity and the character. People get the warrior programs as it stands. And because many people, you see, one thing in Nigeria, if you want to know who your great grandfather dated when it was, if somebody took Lagos and turned Lagos into the largest economy on the continent and has started showing other sides, I think amongst them, it stands out clearly.
Thank you. Yes, now let's go to your struggle now. Your own personal struggle right from your university days. We know you are very close to Africa. The guy, what happened? What really happened in Ife? There, because I know you are there. That claim.
Akin Wilade was you're not wrong. If not for the Abacha action, probably Akin Wilade would not have met me in Ife. Don't forget, we had various challenges on the Nigerian question with General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. We were suspended, reinstated many times before that. And on the 17th of November 1993, General Sani Abacha came in and swept aside the contraption called the Interim National Government, headed by late Chief Ernest Shogule Sheneko. And for all we later learned, Abacha came in with a different agenda. Now, even if the June 12 question was standing there, Abacha also had a government to run. Now, this is what concerns me. I read at a press conference in November 1993 before the coup of General Abacha. I had the opportunity of announcing to the world and forming his government. And we had over 60 ambassadors present at the point. But a host of politicians dissuaded him that he could not take over in what is called the popular cowboy fashion. This group of politicians were also the same ones who pushed Abela to go and take over power in an area boy fashion in a better group. Abacha arrested Abela after that evening, isolated him, took him to Abuja, and by 3 or 4 days later, these same politicians were jostling to become members of various political organizations seeking registration under Abacha's transition program. That means clearly they wanted Abiola out of the way. All these people just sit down and blame Babangida and Abacha alone. People must know it in context. Now, having done that, and Abacha said, if you can do this one to Abiola,